time to shake the focus up. Sick of being sick and tired, tell me if you had enough. Yeah, it's Shook's in the building now. We ain't missing nothing, we gon' catch them if they try to run. What's good, y'all? What is good? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode of ShookFocuz. And in this one, man, we got something to talk about in this one. Y'all know we always got something to talk about, but we got something to talk about in this one. I've been thinking a lot more on this sector and just how important data is going to be. And not just data, but the infrastructure behind it. So, without further ado, I can't give you financial advice. I'm just here to bring the news. And let's go ahead and get to it. So, what we got here, Microsoft shells out $76 million for a pumpkin farm in Wisconsin. Right? So, peep this. So earlier, and this article is from December of 2023. You can't see that on the screen because I got this in read mode. I'm hoping that it's a little easier on the eyes for myself and people who watch the video. But I'll definitely leave the links to all of these articles in the description box below, as usual. You know how that go. But this is from December of last year, right, is when this article is written. So Microsoft bought 407 acres from the Cruciger family, right? And not too long after, right, they expanded. Microsoft is putting a lot of money into this area in Wisconsin. Check this out. 1,048 more acres. I believe this article was from early January. I have to check. But 1,000 additional acres, right, for this area in Wisconsin. And what are they doing with it? Of course, they're building out a data center. So Microsoft, and check the dollars behind it, right? Microsoft is expected over the next 10 years to drop about $1 billion. Invest about $1 billion. It says billions with an S.
What did you say?
It says billions with an S. But Microsoft investing billions in data center build-outs. And a single data center build-out, apparently, in this Wisconsin area. Maybe they'll split it up and turn it into multiple data centers, but it's a Microsoft data center. Something else I thought was interesting is Microsoft's got a deal with the Green Bay Packers. Did not know that. Titletown Tech, early stage investment firm. But very interesting. So you got Microsoft shelling out billions for a single data center. Guess who else thinks data centers are important? AWS, that's Amazon Web Services. And this is from back in 2021. Right? Amazon opening up data centers in the UAE, on the other side of the world. So you got Amazon getting in the data center game. Now, I don't want to... There's only one of these articles that we're going to read through, and it's going to be the next one. But I wanted to just scroll through here real quick. I don't know if we're going to see it. I have to circle back on that one. I thought this still gives us the information about the UAE and Amazon it was looking for, but I was looking for the total cost that Amazon was expected to shell out. But you can read through this yourself and look at the different areas and the different zones where they plan on rolling these data centers out at. And what we wanted to cover here is this part, right? The data center market in the UAE, right? So so far we got Microsoft shelling out billions in data centers. We went back and found an article saying that in 2021, Amazon was looking to build out data centers in the UAE. So we got two of the heaviest hitters in tech and in business, right, combined, investing their time and money in data centers. Let's read a little bit about this UAE. So the UAE has emerged as a significant player in the global data center market. With a strategic location, robust infrastructure, and favorable business environment, the UAE is witnessing rapid growth in its data center industry. In this blog, we'll explore the latest trends, industry developments, key players, and unique factors that make the UAE data center market stand out from the rest. All right, we're going to start with size and growth potential. According to industry reports, the UAE data center market is projected to reach a size of 841 megawatts by 2029, growing an impressive compounded growth of 14.39%. The growth can be attributed to various factors such as significant digitalization, strong fiber connectivity, and growing technology adoption. The market is expected to witness investments of 1.91 billion by 2028, indicating the immense potential for expansion. So another 2 billion is expected to be invested in the UAE data market, right? By 2028. Strategic location and connectivity. One of the key advantages of the UAE data center market is its strategic location. Situated between Europe, Asia, and Africa, the UAE serves as a gateway for international businesses. The geographic advantage enables companies to establish data centers that cater to a global audience. Furthermore, the UAE boasts excellent connectivity with high-speed internet infrastructure and a robust network of undersea cables, laying them down under the ground, under the water. This connectivity makes it an ideal hub for cloud services, content delivery networks, and other data-intensive applications. Now, I am going to leave an additional link in the description of this video to another video that I saw that I found very interesting, that just kind of shows you that there are legit power lines running under the water. It goes in and it shows some of these divers and the risks they take going down there to try to repair some of these power lines. I haven't finished the whole thing, but the first few minutes of it that I saw was pretty interesting to me. So, of course, I'm going to share that, and y'all can go check that out if you want to. Innovative infrastructure. Another factor that sets the UAE data center market apart from the innovative infrastructure, the country has invested heavily in building state-of-the-art data centers that comply with international standards and certifications. These modern facilities provide advanced security measures, efficient power management systems, and high levels of redundancy. Additionally, the UAE is focusing on green data center initiatives, emphasizing energy efficiency and sustainability. A couple more sections here. The latest trends in industry developments. The UAE data center market is witnessing several trends and industry developments that are shaping its future. One notable trend is the increase in demand for co-location services. As businesses strive for cost efficiency and flexibility, co-location facilities provide an attractive solution by offering shared infrastructure resources and managed services. Another significant trend is the rising adoption of cloud computing. The UAE government, I'm going to summarize this section for you. The UAE government has been actively promoting cloud adoption, leading to increased demand for cloud-based services and infrastructure. The trend is expected to continue as organizations recognize the benefits of scalability, agility, and cost savings associated with cloud technologies. Furthermore, the UAE data center market is also seeing a surge in edge computing deployments. With the proliferation of IoT devices and the need for real-time data processing, edge computing enables faster response times and reduced latency. This trend is particularly relevant for industries such as telecommunications, manufacturing, and healthcare. It's a lot right there. Let's go back real quick. So basically, these first two sections here, what they're talking about with co-location services, et cetera, and cloud technologies, businesses that don't have the physical infrastructure, the building, and heating and cooling requirements that it takes for some of this equipment, are opting to use a data center to store its equipment, right? So you store your equipment at co-location services, right? You store your the infrastructure to your business in this data center. And then that second part of it, right, IoT devices and manufacturing, telecommunications and healthcare, right? They're talking about real-time data processing and the need for it to be fast. Because if you don't know, we got, right, implantable medical devices now that are connected to the internet, that are connected to networks that receive signal, right? Folks are walking around with body parts that are, right, that are connected to a network, right, that are talking back to other things. Future developments and opportunities for growth. In the future, the UAE data center market will continue to grow and improve. The government is working on making things digital and using new technologies like AI and blockchain. This means more people will need data centers for their information. The UAE hosting Expo 2020 Dubai will make the data center market grow. A lot of people will come to this event and they will need good internet and technology to connect and share information. Right, now remember, this is an older article. Furthermore, the growing demand for data storage and processing, coupled with the rise of technologies like 5G and IoT, will create new opportunities for data center providers. The market is likely to witness increased investments, partnerships, and collaborations to meet the evolving needs of businesses. In conclusion, the UAE data center market is a dynamic and rapidly growing industry. Its strategic location, innovative infrastructure, and favorable business environment make it an attractive destination for data center investments. With the latest trends, industry developments, and key players driving the market forward, the UAE is well positioned to become a global hub for data-centric technologies. Businesses are using more and more data to make decisions. This means that there's a lot of room for growth and new ideas in the data center market in the UAE. Like, that's a for sure. Like, businesses are basing everything off of data now, right? Show me the data, right? At least the ones that I've encountered lately, everything is about data. And so that brings me to, right, the importance of what we're looking into here. So let's take a look at this here project, right? Solidus AITECH. Building out a data center where, you guessed it, in the UAE. Right now, this project has been acting as a launch pad for, it's launched 3 other projects already through the Launchpad functionality, and it's got another one coming up here, it looks like, soon. But it's been launching other projects, and it's literally in the perfect market for this use case, the perfect location for this use case, right, based on what we just got done reading. And now what I want to do is hop on over to their YouTube page here real quick, because there is something that I found very, very interesting. Look at these videos here. Where did it go? This right here. Look at this. Now this is something in this data market, right? In this market that I don't see a lot of folks really tying the knot on. Smart cities. For these smart cities to work, there's a lot of things. There's a whole nother area of this smart city and clean energy technology market that we're not even going to be able to get into today. And some of y'all know what area that is when we get to talking about Dovo and stuff. But for today, what we're talking about here, right, when we're looking at these smart cities, all these different devices are going to be running around and interacting, with each other. You got the drones dropping off your packages, right? You got all these different things that are reading your, your carbon output. Where is it going to go? You have to store the data somewhere. That's a critical piece to all of this. You have to be able to put that data somewhere. For those of y'all who don't know, they'll just put it in the cloud. Guess what? The cloud is just a representation layer of physical infrastructure. Right? There is a server somewhere for that cloud to exist. It exists physically somewhere. The cloud is not thin air for those of y'all who don't know. Right? It ties back to something physical, such as a data center. So all these different things, man, the data center market, and that's where my view on some of this DPIN stuff comes in at, right? DPIN is, you're starting to see DPIN all over Twitter and stuff now. What is DPIN, right? They're talking about decentralized physical infrastructure, right? All that is like, it's like geolocation, right? Like, it's just you spreading yourself out. And part of it, for those of my techies out there and some of my, network and security folks, is just spreading out, your locations for disaster recovery, so to speak, right? Like, it's no different than what would be done in those scenarios, right? It's just putting the stuff in different places so you have redundancy if you encounter a disaster or whatever. But like, these data centers are going to be, let's look at some of these headlines here. Smart cities aim to make people's lives more sustainable, workable, and livable. Now this one, I don't think this is the one I wanted. Let's see. Maybe it is. Let's see here. As populations grow, cities get densely populated and living becomes more challenging and less sustainable. Okay, let's ignore the fact that this sounds like a crazy, scary, futuristic 2035 movie. and look at what's being told here. Right? AITECH believes that its AI services will help power smart cities to make life more sustainable and simpler for everyone. So they're already looking at the smart city use case. Right? That's where that's what's getting missed on some of these projects, right? Everybody's talking about DPIN and all this other stuff, but what is it being used for? And you got AITECH giving us a big clue right here, like, hey, look, what's up? These smart cities coming. We wanna be in that market to house the data, because we know they're gonna need to put it somewhere, right? And it's a high power computing data center, right? So fast. It's gonna need to be fast. If you slow, you might as well not even start up, right? So it's got to be fast and powerful, high power computing. Right? And this is not financial advice. I'm just here to bring the news. Let's take a quick look here at what this is going for anyway. Currently priced at 6 cents right now. It did have a nice little run over the last month, I believe. It got up to 8 cents there. I think it got as high as 9 cents in, what was that, in January? Oh, maybe it did not hit 9 cents. I was positive it hit 9 cents. Maybe not. Okay. Well, either way, 8 cents, 8.4 cents. And it's sitting at 6 cents right now. So I can't tell you what to do. I already got in this project, so I'm not. I haven't been looking for an entry point because I entered a long time ago. But this is a project that when I think of like longevity, it's showing me what its target market is, right? When I start trying to look at what these things, when I look at these projects now, I'm all about what are you actually going to be used for, Is because if you ain't actually building out to match a use case that's coming, I'm probably not really messing with you. That's how I feel about these projects now, y'all. But that's all I wanted to do, man. I wanted to just show something that I think we're a little not, that I think we're maybe not tying together in some of the content that's being pushed out right now. But that's the big thing behind these data centers. That's why these data centers are going to be so important, right? All these, as companies start moving stuff up into the cloud, right? When they talk about moving things into the cloud, right? You're just moving them into, right? You're putting them on a server somewhere. You just may not know where it's at, right? But you're putting them on a server somewhere, right? So, and not only that, but to be able to provide that, it's different, right? There's a couple different ways you can do things with a data center, right? There's data centers who have, who provide infrastructure as a service where they've got the servers and everything for you. And then there's your more typical where you buy your own equipment and store it at said data center, right? So, a couple different ways to go with it there, but either way, if you got the data center and the, you know, the high power connections, you all set to go. So, just a little tidbit I wanted to drop on y'all, man. For those interested, over on the Patreon, link will be in the description box below. Over on the Patreon, we got the old partners list for Dovu. I think those lists are very good for research purposes. It's split into two. The first one I believe is under the free access, and the second is paid out. But again, Patreon's only like $3, y'all. So anyway, coming up, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know when the next video is dropping. I'm studying right now, man. I'm trying very hard to finish. When I get all done, I'll let y'all see everything that I've been working on during these last 2 years, and why it's made everything so sporadic, man. I think it's gonna be fun though. We're gonna have some fun later on this year, man. The Focused Army. We are definitely gonna have some fun. But I will be, one thing that I'm looking into right now is the carbon market, which is the other side of this. And so feel free to go ahead and do a little homework on this one if you want to. But it's one that I'll be getting into in a later video after I get settled in to my current class and figure out how I'm going to tackle that. So we'll go ahead. That's all I have for y'all, man. We'll go ahead and end this one with a question. Do you think Microsoft will be shelling out billions for a single instance, for a single data center project? Or do you think AWS would have been looking over into the UAE to start building out data centers? If these items were not going to be a huge need or of a lot of use in the upcoming digital economy, you know what my answer is?
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
What's yours? Until next time, don't get shook. Stay focused. And I'm out.